Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do lesson 10 today. It is the mini project, but before we do that, I wanted to look at the rubric on how you're going to be getting graded. So you're 3, 2, 1, or 0. We're going to be counting sprites. So you're going to have multiple sprites on your project with multiple properties. Follow along with the presentation here, this video here, and you should be fine. It's going to make sure, the next step is going to make sure all your algorithms and all your structures are put together nicely and may be accurate or inaccurate depending on how it looks, is how tough we're going to grade on that one. Your position on the coordinate system. So at least 6 shapes, sprites, and text are placed correctly on the screen using the coordinate system. And so on and so forth, all the way down to none. Your digital artifact, it's just basically what your finished product looks like. And we're going to go through it. If you follow along, you will not have any trouble. If you want to do some things different, you can do that also. So I'm going to get started. The first one is just level 1 is just they're showing you something of what you're going to be doing. And over here they have the scene, what kind of music do planets sing, and the other one answers Neptune. So if you look, you have a background, you have different things in the background, different sprites that make the background up, different shapes. Okay, so make sure you hit finish and continue. Now I started mine all over. Now I'm just going to go from scratch, read what it says, and it says first make the background of your scene either with shape commands or sprites. So it says do this, use background. So we're going to go into drawing. We're going to pull out a background. We're going to change it to some other color than white. Any color will do. And you hit run. And now we need to put some background features in here. What we did in class, or a lot of people did in class, they did a really nice job. We added some sprites for the background. So right here where it says animation, you can see where my mouse is moving. We're going to click on that. And then you go over here to click on where it says new animation. And then you can look through the library. So I'm going to go to sports first. And I am going to choose something that you guys do at school. So I'm going to choose a basketball. I'm going to click on it, hit done, and if you look over here on this side, we have a basketball now. I'm going to go and add, let me see here, music, because we have a music teacher and we have music. So I am going to grab, let's just grab a violin. I'm going to say done. And if you look over here, we have the violin added. And so I'm going to go again and add another one. What do we have? A computer. Where can we find a computer? I'm looking. School object. I'll go to school object. I'll grab a laptop. Say done. You see it pop up over here. And now what else do we have as far as our resources at Glenmount? Art. I'll go back into school supplies. School objects. Let's just get a paintbrush. Done. And we are done. I have my 4 background pieces. I'm going to go back up over here. I'm going to click on code, and we are going to go into sprites. We're going to pull out a variable, and then underneath that we're going to pull out the dot notation. Now if you click over here, I have basketball, violin, laptop, paintbrush. So I'm going to choose the basketball. I'm going to hit run. You don't see it because we need to put basketball here and here. And again, I preach this a lot. I'm going to click on it. It turns blue. I'm going to go Control C on my keyboard, and then I'm going to put Control V. Control V. Oh, there's another reason why. I did not put draw sprite. So I'm going to put that here. I'm going to draw my sprite again, and there we go. We have a basketball. Now you know it's too big. One student did that. So I'm going to go into sprites. I'm going to get scale. Put it underneath basketball. I'm going to Control V and put basketball in there. And I'm going to make it, I want it kind of small because it's going to be a background. So I'm going to put a 0.25. And I am going to, now the basketball is a better size. So now I need to put it in a corner. We're going to go back up here to the X and Y locations. So I will do 25 and 25. And let's see how that looks. Okay, it's a little out of the scene, so we need to make it different. Let's make it 50. 50. Okay, it's better. Maybe I'll make it a little bit smaller. Let's put 0.2. Okay, there you go. Now we have it in the background, up here in the corner. So now I'm going to go ahead, get another variable. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to grab the sprite animation. I am going to grab the next one down, a violin. I want to test something here. So we really do not need to put change the variable's name, as long as we leave it sprite. But we do need to make that smaller. I'm going to grab a scale. 0.5. That looks good. Now you see this little yellow triangle? It just wants us to put a 0 before that decimal point. And there you go. That takes care of that. Now we need location. Now we know the Y location will be 50 because this is 50 up here. So if I do that, looks pretty good, but we need to slide it over a little further. Let's put the X at 350. Not too far. 330. That's still a little bit too much. I'm going to put 320. Okay, there we go. We have our violin up there. We're going to do it all over again. The variable, we're going to put the dot notation. It looks like it carried down with it. And I'm going to choose my laptop. And we're going to hit reset run. And our laptop looks pretty good size. But then again, I'm the computer science teacher. So let's just make it a little bit smaller. Let's make it 0.7. Okay. And now we need to put it in one of these corners. So I will go, I'll go 50 and 350, no, let's go 320. Maybe make it a little more than 50, 70. Okay, that looks pretty good. Excuse me. You see the yellow triangle because it wants a 0 there. So I'm going to put 0, decimal point 7, and now I'm going to go ahead and put my last background sprite in, and which is, I forget what, a paintbrush. Okay, the size looks pretty good, but we do need to put it down here in this corner. So let's go 330, 330. Okay, how's that look? That looks good. If you see right where I'm spinning my mouse here, that link shows that whatever we do the rest of the way is all going to be come back to this. This is going to be on each one of these other levels, so it doesn't matter what you change. Okay, We just want to make sure these things are placed in a way that they're visible, but they're not in the center of the screen. Okay, so now we need to get some more animation. 3 more sprites, but we want to go with people or an animal. So I'm going to go get I'll go into animals. And your choice, if you want to choose whatever you want. I'm going to choose this B. And then I'm going to turn that one off. Choose a different animal. Let me get a butterfly. I just want to make sure they're appearing. Sometimes things don't always work out. And then I'm going to go ahead and get a person. Let's get this. And again, you can choose whoever you want. I will get this little girl who looks real happy. She's an excited little girl. And there we go. Okay, we're done now. We're going to go back up here to code. And we're going to put 3 more sprites in. We want to make it a scene. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the girl in the center here. Maybe down here a little bit, so her feet are down here. I'll put the butterfly over here or the bee over here. But we're going to spread them out. Because they're going to be talking to each other. They're going to say something to each other. So I'm going to choose the excited kid. And of course she's a monster there. And we don't want her to be that big. So I'm going to bring a scale down. And I'm going to go ahead and put 0.5. Just to avoid that, I don't have to come back and do it. Oh, there we go. It looks pretty good. I like it being in the center. I'm going to bring her down some, so that would be the y-axis. Let me bring her down to 300 or 3. Let me just do 330 like I've been doing the rest of them. Whoop, too much. 300. Okay. So she's right there in the middle of the scene. She's all excited about going to Glen now because we have such fun resources. And now we're going to put another one in. We're going to put the butterfly or bee. I'll go B first just to keep it in order. Oh my gosh, the bee's kind of big. So that's definitely needs to be scaled down. Scale will be, geez, I'm going to go 0.1. I should put 0.1 to avoid the yellow warning. Ooh, that's way too small. 0.3 maybe. That looks better. But I do have to move it over here somewhere. Let's go with 60 to start with and see where that turns you. Looks pretty good. Right there. Maybe up a little bit. 190. Okay, now we're going to put the last piece in and then we can start putting some text in. I know you guys are all excited about putting some text in. The butterfly. Oh my lord, that's big too. Scale. Let's do 0.3 again. Good size. And I didn't put the 0 in. Okay. We do need to move it up a little bit. So I'll go 180 and move it over to 250. What did I do wrong? Oh, I moved it the wrong direction. I need to put it 250, 180. I put it in the wrong direction. That's all. Okay, 250 might not be enough. Let's try 300. Let's go a little bit more. 330. Oh. Okay. So now the last thing we need to do is put some text in here. It looks good. It looks real busy. Maybe some of these pieces could have been smaller, but that's fine. We'll do it. We'll continue going here. So I'm going to go into drawing. I'm going to come down, and I'm looking. Text size, and we're going to put this underneath the drawing, draw sprites. And the size that we fooled around with class was 25. Made it big enough to see. Now, right under that text size, I'm looking. Where is it? Text. A little bit above text size. Text. So I'm going to put that underneath that. And I said, well, she'll say, or the bee will say, let's say the bee will say buzz, and we're going to need to put that right around where the bee is. So the bee is at 60, 190. So I'm going to hit reset and run. And oh, it's right here. You can barely see it. So we're going to have to put a text color in there. Or fill color. Put that underneath text size. And let's see. It says yellow now. See, you can see it now a little bit better. Let's move it over a little more. Let's put it at 80. The X on 80. Okay, and let's go ahead and put another, do the exact same thing. We're going to get text size, put it underneath that. I'm going to go ahead and change it to 25 again. I'm going to get a fill color because with the green background, the yellow looks pretty good. And then I'm going to get the text, put that underneath, and the butterfly. What is the butterfly going to say back? How about please go home? And of course, you can put whatever you want. And I'm going to put it right around where the butterfly is. So it's 330, 180. 330, 180. And I know I'm going to have to fix this. This is not going to be correct. See, it's a little too far over, and it's not as high up as we want it to be. So let's make it 160. Maybe even a little higher, 150. Jeez, maybe just even a little bit higher than that, 140. I'm going to do, yeah, let's do 130. I'm just going to try to skip, there you go, that looks better. But we do have to pull it back over because we can't see everything. Let's just try 200. There you go. And that would have been your assignment if you missed that day. And this is being graded as an assessment. Assessments are 70% of your grade, and that's why some of your grade is so low. You can make any scene you want. We've learned a little bit more since this time. We've done sprite movement. So that's about all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll look at the rubric again. I've been very, very generous with my grading. If it looks good, I will overlook some of this grading and I will give you a better grade. So I hope that's helpful. And I will see you soon.